This last week, Gina Carano opened up on Kathleen Kennedy with both barrels, and I'm talking figuratively, of course. She didn't literally shoot her, but anyway, now we got these latest rumors coming out kind of in regards to Lucasfilm and what's been going on from behind the scenes. So, rumor, nuclear bomb full of emails and notes detailing Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm story group's disgusting behavior to be released. Now, a lot of this came to light because of Gina Carano's comments on Twitter following the South Park episode that actually featured Kathleen Kennedy kind of prominently. Basically, for people who haven't seen the South Park special, it's more or less saying that Kathleen Kennedy is the one responsible for destroying not only Lucasfilm, but just Disney as a whole. And this is kind of interesting because a lot of people like myself and whoever's watching this video we know who Kathleen Kennedy is, and we follow the kind of like the behind the scenes antics that's going on over at the studio. But most normie audience members who watch Star Wars don't actually know who the executives are. I mean, just think about it. I mean, it's really not a normal thing for people to understand who the executives are. But when South Park can actually make jokes calling out Kathleen Kennedy by name and other executives like Bob Iger, and the general South Park audience, who's kind of a mainstream audience, can laugh at that, it just goes to show that all these problems with Lucasfilm are actually becoming like mainstream, or at least it's like general audience members kind of understand this. Like, yeah, there's issues, and it's the executives who are mainly responsible for it. But after that South Park episode, Gina Carano kind of made some posts saying like certain things, like what they wanted her to do following comments that she made while she was working with Lucasfilm on The Mandalorian, like saying that they're going to have a 45 people LGBTQ community Zoom call where basically they get to berate her. She had to apologize, only using words she approves. I mean, that's Kathleen Kennedy approves. She had to also unfollow people that she followed on social media, or at least this is what Gina Carano was saying that they were kind of telling her to do. And she had this other long post kind of in response to some criticism on Twitter. I mean, I'm not going to read it all. You can see it's kind of a long post, but I mean, you can check out this article from Bounding Into Comics because they have this screen grab here, and you can also go to Gina Carano's Twitter account because it's still up there. But then we got this latest news coming out kind of about this whole thing. In the wake of these two posts, YouTuber Drunk 3PO noted on Culture Casino's Late Night Culture, this nuclear bomb would soon be made public. And they have the clip here from that podcast. I recommend you actually go there and check it out yourself because they actually do a pretty good show over there at Culture Casino. But Drunk 3PO, or Jay, for people who don't know, is actually a personal friend of Gina Carano's. I mean, she's someone that he talks with regularly, and he does get a lot of kind of behind the scenes scoop on what's been going on over there. And this is something that he said on this podcast: the day is coming, and I know the day is coming where there is a lot of emails, there is a lot of notes that someone has collected, and when you see this, it will blow your face off as to how disgusting this woman is. Kathleen Kennedy and the other people that running Lucasfilm, especially over there at the storyboard group. So you guys just got a little taste of what's to come, and that's talking about Gina Carano's Twitter post talking about it. That's the taste of what they actually do over at Lucasfilm. A little bit later during the stream, he added, again, there's a nuclear bomb that's coming, and just be ready. All of our YouTube channels will benefit once this stuff hits. It's like, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people will talk about it, myself included. If it's good news or if it's interesting news, I definitely will make videos about that when it does drop, if it does drop. But listening to this actual podcast, I couldn't tell if this was Jay just saying, like, hypothetically, like there's going to be a day when this nuclear bomb drops, or if he's saying that there's something in the pipeline that he knows about but can't quite talk about just yet. I think it's more in the latter, or at least that's the impression I got, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I would be a little bit more curious about details on this, which I'm sure he can't talk about. And he also doesn't say specifically like who's going to be releasing this. He just says there's people collecting, or someone has collected this stuff. I mean, I don't think it's Gina Carano. I mean, because if it is her doing this, if it is stuff that's being leaked, then it would be obvious it's her. So I don't think it's her. I think she still has connections over there and still knows people over at Lucasfilm. So she probably gets some inside knowledge about what's been going on over there, and they're giving that to her, and she's giving it to Jay. And that's just kind of how it is. And it's still under wraps until it's not. But at the same time, because I want to be optimistic that there is just nuclear bomb that's going to drop and sink Kathleen Kennedy, because she has just destroyed everything that Lucasfilm created before her. But At the same time, ever since The Last Jedi, we've heard these rumors that like, oh, she's going to be fired, she's out the door and stuff like that. So I really can't bring myself to be optimistic just yet. Or maybe there is some nuclear bomb that's going to be dropped that she's going to be okay in the whole issue. I mean, I can almost see in this day and age like that would be the case, but I just don't know. But I am curious to see this stuff if it does transpire. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.